Hello and thanks for clicking on this video. K-me, heal me. I have currently seen 24 minutes and 18 seconds, 7 episodes out of 20, but I have also skimmed through episode 20 to confirm if this drama is worth finishing. Because, first of all, trigger warning. How this drama defines D.I.D. There is one original person that has forgotten memories, and because of that, he created alternate personalities that only need to exist until he remembers what he forgot. And once he does that, he who is the real one will be automatically cured, i.e. he will go back to being himself, just like he is right now. But without the fake body/time snatchers that keep making messes he has to spend time cleaning up after. Yay! To be fair, some of that does seem to change by the end of the drama. But think of it this way. Even if you believe, like they clearly do, that there is one real, i.e. owner, and a bunch of fakes, i.e. problems that need to disappear, what kind of person, never mind doctor, when someone comes up to you for help with a clear anger or fatally depressive struggle, goes, "Hi, move over, anger/fatal depression. I want to talk about your loneliness like we always do. Because once we cure that, you poor victim, everything else will simply go away." To word that more clearly, perhaps, I legit feel like these doctors are the kind of people that tell depressed people to stop being sad, people having a panic attack to calm down, and people with ADHD to stop being lazy. The doctors in this drama do not deserve degrees. It's laughable to claim that the guy spent any time as a doctor in the US, never mind 7 whole years there, because nothing he believes about D.I.D. comes from any Western view of the disorder that I've come across so far. I'm telling you, that description is out of the horse's mouth. I have timestamps on the quotes to prove it. And on top of that, tell me what doctor that deserves the name doctor knows that much about someone, and yet despite knowing all of that, he nicknames him who already has a name, by the way, but why would we use that? And where does he get the nickname from? The black, rather than the white, i.e. Yosub. When asked about him, the doctor listed several extremely praiseworthy and beautiful qualities about him. What is the nickname he gives him, though? The Sue Startle personality. Because despite all of those praiseworthy and beautiful qualities the doctor knows he has, the doctor decides to focus on the no hope part of him instead. And then he wonders why on earth he can't make any progress in helping Do-hyun. The other doctor, i.e. the main girl in this drama, Ri-jin, doesn't even deserve the first-year residency title. Who gave her an A+ on her exams? She shouldn't even have been allowed to graduate, never mind getting top marks. She is so incredibly emotional and so easily flustered and pushed over the edge into total panic mode. She's one of the most unprofessional people I have ever had the misfortune of encountering. She literally tells the guy, "No, back off, go away, this is freaking me out, you are so weird, and 2 seconds later, she's all dressed up, ready for a date, and upset that he doesn't recognize her. What? And it just goes downhill from there. Like, what is she doing? She needs help. She really is the patient that needs to be put in the bed, not the doctor. And she keeps making everything herself the center of attention. Like, are you kidding me, girl? You know full well who you are dealing with, i.e., you know he has D.I.D., and yet you get mad at him for not kissing you because you had something to check, and your head is a mess, and it's not fair to you, never mind that this guy has a legitimate disorder, that he's dealing with. Like, the crap, girl. And then later, she's acting like it's his fault that she's such a mess. No, girl, this is your fault, not his. What were you doing falling in love with him? We'll get back to the love in a minute. And then later on, knowing that Do-hyun already has a lonely warrior problem because he carries the weight of the world on his shoulders, she goes and says, "How could you do this to me?" Because she was so scared, and now she's breaking down in tears because of him. And all I can do is repeat myself. Revoke her license. She has absolutely no business being a mental health doctor. Not even one in training. Make her go back to high school, despite her age and despite her supposed high grades in college or university or whichever it is you go to be a doctor. She's nothing but a hormonal teenager. Like, I'm not kidding. If you take the doctor title away from her, there's other things about her that are rather cute and rather likable. But she has no business being a doctor. I am so disgusted that she calls herself a doctor, that anybody calls her a mental health doctor. She has no business being a mental health doctor. She needs help. She is so unstable. So unstable. And then there's the love story. So far, it is not a love story. This drama jumped right into the romance aspect way too fast. I've said multiple times over, I can't stand fast-tracked romance dramas. This is a fast-tracked romance drama. They don't even know each other yet. They aren't even friends yet. They aren't even really acquaintances yet. They've been through a couple of things. She does not know Dae-hyun. She doesn't know any of them. She has not, by the point that I'm at in this story, she has not had a proper conversation with anybody except Do-hyun, and most of what she talked about with Do-hyun was his one-sided opinion of I always forget to say his name. Segi. His one-sided opinion of Segi. That is most of what they've talked about. She knows some stuff about Dae-hyun. She has been through some stuff with Dae-hyun. Therefore, I can see her being interested and wanting to help him and all that kind of stuff. Yes, but this story would have been so much better if they had just flippin' left the romance out of it. Because there is no romance yet. It is absolutely absurd. And it is destroying the story. They brought it in way too fast. Way too fast. To bring in that Segi already has a crush on her, yes, but to have her turn around and decide that she has a crush on Dae-hyun, and all of a sudden, literally out of the blue, she just all of a sudden can't tell the difference between Segi and Do-hyun and doesn't know which one it is that she's actually falling for. Are you kidding me? She knew perfectly well. It was so straightforward and so obvious. There is not a shadow of a doubt which one she was dealing with at which point. Who was out, what she was experiencing with who so far. She knows without a shadow of a doubt which one was doing what. She knows it. She recognized it, and it was clarified and told to her by Dae-hyun who is who. She knows. And yet, all of a sudden, just because her heart's pounding, she can't figure out who she's in love with, Dae-hyun or Segi. Are you kidding me? Way to thoroughly destroy your story, people. Back to the script. This girl has sympathy for Dae-hyun. Some weird, twisted up, totally implanted with biased, jaded, one-sided story sympathy for him. And that's it. So far. He's a lonely victim caught in a trap, and she's going to be his savior. It's not even empathy where she would be talking to Segi and Yosub, not pushing them to the side to focus on Dae-hyun. It's sympathy at best. And she's screwing herself up, and she's screwing up Dae-hyun and Segi and even Yosub because she claims she's going to listen. And what does she do instead? Ugh, poor me, this is so upsetting, Dae-hyun. Get back out here and fix the problem because I'm so helpless, I don't have a clue what to do. Really? You call yourself a doctor? You call yourself even just a friend? It's laughable. It's utterly laughable. To be fair, skipping through episode 20, it does seem like at least some of this does change. But we'll have to see how. So far, Chae-yoon is thoroughly disgusting. I am never going to like her. I've told you this in other episodes. There's bottom lines. She is just disgusting. Do-hyun's family is a typical rich family according to Korean TV. I really like Ri-jin's family's relationship, though. I.e. the way they treat each other. Like, her and her parents and her and her brother is really cute. I really like that family dynamic. And, I like them all. Overall, I like Ryan, but I'm a little annoyed that he keeps giving advice that isn't as good as he acts like it is. Or, the drama acts like it is. Mainly because he either does not know enough details to be giving advice at all. The Korean dramas are famous for this. There is always at least one character that insists on constantly giving the worst advice ever, but they act so smart and so cool while they're doing it. And what they actually do is mess up the main characters for episodes upon episodes. Yeah, or Rion does know more than he's letting on, and me, the viewer, is getting a little tired of being left so far out of the loop. Like, to not know everything is one thing, but to specifically know so little about what Rion specifically knows about Do-hyun is another thing. I was so close to being done, and yet there's Tilly. But that's all I can say so far. I'm going to keep watching this drama, and we'll see if I make a part 2 video when I'm done or not. Yeah. I saw most of this coming because I can tell already. I have seen enough Asian dramas and how they handle D.I.D. to know that the Asian view of D.I.D. is clearly not at all the same as the Western view. But even putting that aside, there are so many other things about this drama that's like, oh, those doctors do not deserve to be doctors. And there you go, you get my bird clock too. I was supposed to be done already. I went off script. Bye, thanks for watching.